I think it's obvious that some of the biggest topics amongst friends growing up were music and TV shows, more specifically cartoons. So it shouldn't come to a surprise that some genius decided it would be a good idea to mix the two together in some form or fashion. From music videos like Kanye West's Good Morning to television shows like Phineas and Ferb with their biggest hit song, Gitcha Gitcha Goo. History has shown that when done right, cartoons and music can work together like cake and ice cream. Though, there's actually one show that really had the potential of revolutionizing the way the combination could work. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jason Blade, and this is a look back at Class of 3000. Class of 3000 was a cartoon that ran from November 2006 to May 2008, only having 2 seasons with 28 episodes. The show was created by Thomas Lich and some guy named Andre Benjamin, aka Andre 3000, aka 3 Stacks, aka that one dude from Outkast. It follows the story of the mega famous musician Sonny Bridges, who lost his interest in music due to how hectic his career has become. So he decided to return to Atlanta to lay low and officially retire as a musician. However, after meeting a young boy named Lil D and his friends, he decided to teach a music class in the Wesley School of Performing Arts. Each episode focuses on at least one certain student or Sonny himself that has a problem they have to deal with, and in the end, helps them grow with the life lesson. Now, from at a glance, I'll admit, it doesn't look all that special. However, if you look deep into it, this was an extremely underrated show that I think should have gotten more screen time than it did when it first came out. One of the first reasons why I believe that is the attention to detail to the given setting. Now, for those 4 people who don't know who Andre 3000 is, he is a huge hip-hop artist who came from, pause for effect, Atlanta. So there shouldn't be too many surprises that the show has plenty of references of buildings, the people, the terms, and what it's like living in that area. The first episode showed these references heavily, like the typical Georgia weather where it decides to rain hard for like 10 minutes, and then out of nowhere the sun comes up shining without a cloud in the sky because what's consistency? Or that the traffic is completely horrible and scary, or that sweet, sweet smell of burning pumpkin that hits you in the face as soon as you walk in a building. Yeah, they went there. The show really makes it very relatable to the folks who are from Atlanta like me. Though technically I live like 20 minutes from there, but that's not the point. So it really was easy to buy into the show personally. Another thing that I really enjoyed about the show is its art style. Overall, I'd say it's arguably the most unique style that ever premiered on Cartoon Network. The style has a mix of a graffiti and a small tad of expressionism in it. The show rarely has scenes where there are sharp edges, being very smooth and rounded. It also has a lot of calm colors, which doesn't give the show a sense of being extremely comedic or super serious. It sticks right at the middle. Plus, the animation styles differ between the episode and the featuring song in each one. Which leads me to my final point, and that is the music. The music is the icing on the cake for the show. Each episode gives out a unique song that is completely different from each one. The show will always find ways to slide different genres that best resembles the respective episode. And when I say they go all out, they go all out. When a song begins, you get a complete change in the art style. It's like opening a whole new world we get to explore. The combinations of the art style and the song being featured give such a distinct mood in each episode that it is so memorizing that I can't describe it. They do a real good job depicting the emotion they want the audience to feel as the song plays on. Plus, with the animation itself telling an entirely new story as we enter the song's world, it makes the entire experience much more memorable. This is something we don't really see a lot in animated shows today, so it brings a unique concept to introducing songs within a show, which to me works wonders. I will say the characters themselves aren't much to brag about. Since the show is more episodic, most of the characters are more one-dimensional and are not that fleshed out. Though, the only characters that stood out are Sonny and Lil D. Their relationship with each other can be very fun to watch, with that teacher-student vibe. with Lil D being so obsessed with Sunny and his success in the musical industry to the point where he tries to imitate everything Sunny does, mixing it with his cockiness and overconfidence in himself being the next generation of Sunny Bridges. It piggybacks well with Sunny's character himself. As Sunny is trying to lay low, being overwhelmed of living that star-studded lifestyle, he gets really annoyed with Lil D's tactics. Still, he is willing to teach Lil D because he does see himself in him, and wants to show that music is not about the fame and the fortune, but how it moves and inspires a person to do great things, as well as bring a community together. The overall story in each episode are pretty lighthearted and a bit silly. I do like how the stakes gradually get higher as each episode goes along, and the quick flashbacks to enhance certain jokes are really nice. Although I do think there are times where they do those flashbacks or random shots of characters a bit too much that it takes away some of the flow an episode could have.
I'm evaporating! Evaporating! What a hood! What a hood! There ain't no place like my crib. There ain't no place like my crib. There ain't no place like my crib.
However, the show does a real good job trying to teach the overall lesson it wanted to send in each episode, which is all you can ask for. With that said, I can recommend this for everyone, especially those who really enjoy looking into the musical side of things. It really brings in the fun of listening to different genres of music and modernizing it, giving it a unique experience that differs in each episode. To say I love the show is a huge understatement. It's something that really solidified my love for music and how it impacted my life personally. Thanks for taking the time to see this review. If you would like to see more, you can click the subscribe and bell icons to get the latest from me. If you've seen this show and would like to say your take on it, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section below. Until then, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.